Turn on to all my friends. Today I am going to talk about the second song of Harry Potter. See, as I said earlier in my message, this particular Harry Potter is not talking about an ordinary bhakti. Of course, Jnanadev here talks about the bhakti only, but it is not about idol worship. He is very clearly explaining who is God and what is the relationship between the God and you and how you should worship the God. So all these things has been elaborately explained here, and therefore I always feel that this Harry Potter is not a simple bhakti, it is a jnana bhakti, we can say. See, the bhakti with full of knowledge. In each and every song, he is emphasizing the higher knowledge, including the bhakti. So this is the most speciality I feel here. You see, in this first line, it says that Vedas, Shastras and Puranas. And everything is talking about the God. So, he is particularly mentioning all the Vedas, Puranas and everything talks about the God only. So, he is saying that the God is the only truth existing. And when he says that, he also particularly mentioned us, it is no need to go through all these stories and each and inner meanings of and everything, because the essence is nothing but God. The God himself is the essence. And what is that essence? It has been said in the third stanza, the essence is Ekahari Atma Jiva Siva Sama. So the essence of Vedas, Shastras, Puranas has been explained in the third stanza. And in the second line, Mantuni Namanita, wherein he says that you no need to go and read all the Vedas, all the Shastras, all the Puranas. I don't want to make all the troubles to you. In fact, I am the most lovable person. Jnanadev says like this, so I assume like this, okay? Jnanadev, on behalf of us, he has read all the Vedas, he has read all the Shastras, and he read all the Puranas, and finally he filtered everything, and he giving us the juice as the Hari to you. And what is that juice? Jiva Siva Sama. That means everything is Hari. You just drink this juice alone. Vaya Vyartha Katha Chandi Marga. You no need to study again and again all these stories, because the essence and juice I have given it to you, no? And I don't want to give you a trouble of reading all these things. I am for you. I have read everything, and the essence juice I have given to you. Just take it away. And straight away you can feel the God and you can enjoy the God. And in the final stanza he is coming to say that Jnanadeva Pata Hariha Vaikunta Barala Ganadada Haridis. Again he is insisting that the God is everywhere. See the Vaikunta. If you are able to see the Hari everywhere, then the same moment you will be in Vaikunta. That means this world itself become a Vaikunta for you. Vaikunta is not something else. The moment when you are able to drink the essence of Vedas, the same moment you will be enjoying the Vaikunta. So what is that essence? Barala Ganadada Hari Disai. So wherever you see, you have to feel the God in that. So we may have a lot of doubt that how to see the God in everywhere. Each one is entirely different. How could I see that everything is one and the same? You must see the base. Maharaj gave an example of electricity. See, energy is same even though we see the various machines. Each machine is different and from the other, but everything is being driven by the electricity only. If there is no electricity, there is no use of all these machines. So similarly, we can assume that we are all the characters being driven by one force, and the basic essence is only one. And if we are able to understand in that way, we will not get affected by the names and forms and the differences which is being existed in this world. And in fact, if we are able to understand all those differences are also just for the sake of fun, Maya, it's all unreal which has been created by the real. You see, Maharaj told that we have to find out the essence, what is real and what is unreal. The God is in all form, but God is real, but forms are unreal. So when he explained like that, it is very easy for us to enjoy each and everything in spite of all the differences, because we all come to know that it is an unreal, but this unreal is being created by the real God. So we cannot throw away these unreal things. It is needless to dislike the unreal things, because these unreal things are nothing but the real God which has been manifested in the form of unrealistic nature. So therefore, when we go into this essence of jnana, into the terms of bhakti, then the level of bhakti will be enormously increased. See, normally, how could a man can have a bhakti? Normally, a girl is fall in love with a boy, or a boy is fall in love with a girl. When? Why? How? The moment when she feels that the boy can give happiness to me, only then the girl will fall in love. Similarly, the boy has to feel that the girl will give happiness to him. Similarly, if we wanted to fall towards the God, then we must understand that who is God and how is He is helping us, how in every form is God, and each and every form He is one or other way helping us. So even though the whole world is in unreal, but in all those in unreal form, only this God is existed, and in fact all this unreal nature is in fact giving me a happiness to me, giving me a lot of lessons to me, giving me a knowledge to me, thrill to me, challenge to me. So if we are able to understand in this way, then automatically we will have a tremendous love towards the God. So therefore, this basic Haripat is not about simply a bhakti, but it is a full of jnana bhakti. This is what I understood from this particular song. Thank you for all.